And we're live. It's Adam Robinson, founder and CEO of Retention.com. I recorded the most interesting 10 years in the making episode by far that I ever have on Friday. Moises Sanchez, who owns a roofing company that is going to do $50 million of top line this year with 20% margin, came here illegally when he was 12 from Mexico, sold a bunch of real estate until he was 18. He went back to Mexico to start a hog farm when he was 20. He had warrants out for his arrest in the U.S. for all this trouble he was getting in. In Mexico, Narcos killed one of his guys in the hog farm, tried to kill him 28 days later. He went into hiding, fled for the U.S., even though warrants were outstanding to get away from the Narcos, spent 8 months in jail, didn't even tell his wife who was in Mexico with his newborn child because he didn't want to scare her. This was not your typical 10 years in the making episode. Everybody should watch it. When he was talking about jail, he said, everybody should get locked up for a few months. It teaches you so many lessons. Needless to say, I dug in, and here's what I learned about jail from Moises Sanchez. Number one, it teaches you to value the little things in life. Food doesn't have any spices. You really value a cup of coffee. It really teaches you to value your freedom and value these little things that we take for granted every day. Moises said you learn who your real friends are. 2 people visited him the entire time he was in jail for 8 months, his father and his brother. Nobody else was actually his friend. He thought that who his best friend was before he left for Mexico, that guy actually turned him in, not really his friend. Number 3, possibly the most valuable to Moises, you read a lot. He read The Richest Man in Babylon and Laws of Success over and over and over again. Oh, sorry, not Laws of Success. Think and Grow Rich. Over and over and over again. He said it was incredibly valuable for him when he got out of jail. You learn how to form alliances. This is incredibly important when you have to value your safety. He's a tiny guy. He never got beat up. Why? Because he got really, really, really good at this skill. You learn cold-blooded manipulation. In his clique, his job was to get food for the rest of his clique. Interesting job, right? Everybody has a job. His job was to get food. The way he got food was he would go to a sad person in the cafeteria, talk to them, make them feel good, point at something and say, "You going to eat that?" and then bring it back to his clique. He said one day he traded an apple for a hot meal. And in the jail house, that is like a massive thing. The skill of cold-blooded manipulation helped him throughout his career. And then, last but not least, he says when you're locked up, you realize how tribal we are. You tend to just gravitate towards people that look like you when your safety is on the line. And, I'm not surprised. There's a huge documented problem with people hiring people that look like them. I think it's just an innate thing that we all struggle with and we try to overcome. Follow me if you want to watch me bootstrap a unicorn in public. Those were the 6 lessons that I got from Moises Sanchez about, and I quote, why everybody should be locked up for at least 90 days. I don't want to get locked up for 90 days.